Hey, how's everyone doing today? I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics, and in today's live stream, I'm going to be showing off my new comic book day haul for September 16th, 2020, along with a really, really good friend of mine. Before we bring him in, let's hit that intro. All right, let's bring in one of my really good friends. I hit him up kind of last minute, honestly. He's a great friend of mine, though. He is known as Michael, but I call him Mike B. What's up, man?
What's up, everyone? How's it going?
Dude, it's going well. How are you doing, man?
Pretty good. Excited to talk about new comic book day haul, of course.
There we go. So this is going to be just showing off what we got this week. We're not going to be reviewing anything. If you want that, hit up my Thursday night chat tomorrow. But we will talk about what books we got and just chit-chatting, hanging out, all that. We got 12 people already in the chat. Let's go ahead and say hi to everyone.
For sure.
Ruben Guzman, always first. What's up, dude?
What's up, Ruben?
He's always, dude, he comments every video. If you ain't first, you're last.
Right.
Austin LeMay, hello.
Austin, what's up?
Alex Tapia, hello. What's up, dude?
What's up, Alex?
Let's see here. Oh, this jumped on me. Let's see. Adventures of Mark and Finn. Dude, what's up? I watched about half of your Three Amigos show this morning. Well, I listened to it on my way to work. I will say, it was just two of you. Where's the third amigo? I was confused.
Does the audience count as the third amigo?
Maybe. Who knows? I thought there would be a raffle. You know what? We'll do a giveaway sometime. Probably very soon because I'm very close to 1,500 subscribers.
I mean, I can give something away if you really want me to.
No, we'll wait. Everyone that's commented so far, dang, YouTube has been whack lately. It cuts off here and there. Dude, I noticed that earlier too when I was when I was in the audience watching my friend Newbie Comics. It kept cutting out on me too. I don't know what was going on.
Weird.
Who knows? Ryan, new guy. Dude, what's up, Ryan? Dude, is that Zero Gatorade or the real stuff?
That's the real stuff.
Dude, there you go.
Gatorade Frost, Glacier Freeze. Sponsor me. Send me free stuff.
Shout out to, this isn't one of his sponsor videos, but might as well just do it. So we just talk about a sponsor.
That's right. Just run it.
Comic book _pressing. If you need some comic book press, hit him up. Eric does a great job, and he is a great dude. Very understanding when his signatures gets messed up by someone who's supposed to get them right.
Don't know who would do that.
I don't know who would do that. Make sure you use him though. He's a great dude. You can press your comic book for as little as $10, and if you use my promo code Burke54, you get free shipping back to you. Make sure you check him out. Link to his Instagram is in the description of the video. Dude, Adrian, what's up, man?
What's up, Panda?
We're just showing off our new comic book day haul. No reviews. That's tomorrow with you and Ryan.
Yeah, no.
And
Steve
Dustin
says I'm not allowed to talk about Batman 99.
Dude, I haven't read anything yet. I've not read it.
He said I'm not allowed to talk about it, so I can't talk about it, guys.
Southern Comic Geek. What's up, dude? How's it going?
How's it going?
Cowabunga. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into our haul. I have a very small haul, but this dude over here, he's not. He never has a small haul. So
that's very true.
I feel like you'd be the best person to bring in here because his stack is always huge. Back issues, new issues, plug.
I can't help it.
Stops, all that. What's up, Bearded Comic Bro? How's it going? Hashtag sleeves. Okay, I want to show off my haul first since it's really small, and then show off yours since it is ginormous.
It's not the size of the haul, Steve. It's the quality of the read.
That is true. But I will say this: when I named my new comic book day haul Mega New Comic Book Day Haul 2 weeks ago, it got like 300 views. So it does matter.
There it is. Yeah, let's go.
Stay Puff. What's up, dude? How's it going? Why are all the streams I've been watching blinking in and out? Dude, I have no idea. I
Yeah,
have
that's
no idea.
weird.
First rule of Batman is don't talk about Batman. There you go. There you go. Yeah, we'll talk
That's
about.
true.
We will talk about Batman
I
tomorrow.
really, really want to, but he said no.
Yeah, no. I said no. 20 people in here, dude. That's what's up. That's
Yeah,
what's
for
up.
sure. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. YouTube has been glitchy all week. Yeah, it has. All right, let's do this. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Well, now that we did that, I got to change this. Does that look better? Should I do? Is that distracting, or should I just do this?
Well, I'm assuming those are your two favorite ones that you picked up. So
No. Well, let's do this. Okay. All right. So, first book up, we got. Actually, I had to go to the back room to get this because it wasn't out. Seven Secrets #2. This is the variant.
ooh.
I want to say Dan Mora variant, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but it kind of looks like a painter variant. So I forgot who did it. But Seven Secrets #2. I heard big things happen in this book. We're going to be talking about this book possibly tomorrow in a Thursday night chat.
There you go.
Dude, I'm on my phone. This is so whack. Well, dude, keep coming in and out and getting me all those views and watching all the ads. There you go.
That's right. That's right.
YouTube is unwatchable, dude.
I'll tell you one thing. That's one thing I did not anticipate is when we have the chat for the auction once a month. And since you got ads, I'll like have to close it and go back out, and then I come back in. And it's just like playing ads. I'm like, what is this?
What is this? What are these advertisements?
Steve is big time now. How do I? Is there a level on your Patreon to where I don't have to watch ads?
Okay, so I'm going to. I keep saying this. I'm gonna announce a join the Burke family very soon.
Yes.
I've not done that yet, but I will do that. Hey, Carlito, what's up, dude?
What's up, Carlito?
Carlito, you and me. I think after this Friday's episode, I think we should do a mid-season review of The Boys. And anyone else that's watching it, you're all invited to be on the panel, and we'll talk about and review the first half of The Boys.
Right here.
Boom. There we
Right
go.
here. I'll be there.
All right. There we go.
It's so good.
Seven Secrets #2. Yeah, it is really good. Okay. All
Amazon Prime, give us money.
Yes. Give me a free subscription.
Yes.
Has anyone hit up YouTube about it? I have only like 30 subscribers, so they won't listen to me. I don't know. Thor #7. Now, I do have a subscription to this, and I really like the other cover more, but I'm good with just, it doesn't matter. I just want to read it. You know what I mean?
It's a nifty cover, but believe it or not, I didn't find this until my third stop today, and that's only because their shipment came in late, and they were putting out new books at 3 in the afternoon. So it's the only reason I got one.
Rest in peace, poor whale. that was an epic scene. That was an epic scene.
Oh, wow. Ouch.
Isaiah, how's it going, man?
Ouch to the poor whale.
Dude, I'll tell you what. My wife made the best food tonight. I'm going to go back to this because I just got to say it real quick. My wife made the best food tonight. Barbecue meatballs, and they were like this. I mean, they were big. And homemade cheesy hash browns.
Ooh.
And they weren't like the crunchy kind. Like they were like the soft, just melt in your mouth kind. So good.
Not too shabby.
Yes. I had talk about like two.
That's awesome. Carlito, not to be offensive, man, but I don't know if you could run that fast to your bathroom.
So they actually had another one of those Batman The Adventures Continue #2. I did not grab it. I'm going to grab it next week if it's still there. I don't know what I
Steve.
I know. That's an extra $30 right there, right?
Steve.
I don't know what, dude. I know. They also had. I see you've got that Crane White Ranger there too. I do. That was from the.
That's such a sick book.
Mike V kind of talked me into it.
Oh, dude, I literally told him if he didn't buy it, I was buying it just to spite him.
I think I might send this in a CBCS. I think it's like a 9.6.
Dude, it's a beautiful book.
But I almost just want to keep it raw, just because like
beautiful book.
I was handing it to him so quickly. I wish I would have asked him to do like a different color.
I was surprised he picked that color.
That's what he picked, man.
I mean, don't question the artistic process, I guess.
And I should have sent that in to be CGC. That was probably a 9.8. Okay, all right, here we go.
You talked yourself out of that one.
You guys kind of talked me out of it a little bit.
Oh, whatever.
You guys talked me into it, and it was too late. So, how about those nullified variants, dude? Yeah, they look sick. They look sick. Okay, Batman number 99. Now, I'm going to say this.
Oh boy.
The variant was not Mattina, and I love Francesco Mattina. It was by Derek Chu. Very similar, difference. It has a Clown Hunter on the cover. Cover A has Nightwing on the cover. And if anyone knows me, I'm a big Sidekick fan. I love Nightwing and I love Wally West. Those are probably 2 out of my top 4 or 5 favorite DC characters. And he's on the cover of this in his regular like Nightwing costume. So I have not read it yet, but I had to get that. And speaking of Batman 99 and Nightwing, of course, I've been talking.
Better have gotten this. Yeah.
Oh, I talked about it like 3 weeks ago. I was like, dude, I need this. I need it. Yep. Batman 99 to 125, crispy 9.8 candidate. Beautiful. Now, I don't have any of the other ones, but honestly, just someone who just likes Nightwing, I'm good at just having this one. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I'm going to do a sale for him sometime because he does have the 1 per store for 92 and several other of the 1 of 25s.
Who does?
Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I bet he does.
He's got all of those, and we've been talking about doing a live sale for him for a long time. And
he sure doesn't display it very well.
He has so many in the back.
That's why I'm mad. Like, he just kept putting stuff in the glass. I'm like,
dude, he has
Ryan.
Endless Venom 3s. Endless Venom 3s. I have bought at least 4.
I told him, I'm like, Ryan, I need to know what's back there. Because dude, one of my LCS managers, the one that called me about the 1 per store and got me a freaking steal on that. So I was over there getting stuff, and I was going to go down to my Tulsa guy where I get all my like Predators. I got some Aliens Waiting, AF1, all that stuff. That hunts the really definitive keys I'm looking for. Well, I was on my way down there, and my guy at one of my LCSs was like, hey, I have like 18 long boxes that I haven't had time to like go through and price yet. If you want to look through it and get some stuff. And I'm like, so I start fishing through. I'm like, dude, I hate you. I like New Mutants 87 newsstand was in there. I just sold that in an auction. Both of those X-Men Annual 14s I sold were in there. Like, dude, it was stupid. Like, I kept telling his name's Jeremiah. Like, I hate you, Jeremiah. He go, oh, good. What'd you find this time?
Oh, wow.
Dude, I dropped $500
today
on those books. It wasn't today, but I dropped those on those books, and I've already made over 1,000, and I'm not even a third of the way into the books. So trust me.
That's crazy.
Crazy. No spoiling in the chat. I've already read it. But no spoiling.
All right,
spoiling in the chat.
You ready to show off what you got?
Oh, all right. Everybody get their nappy naps ready because I got a lot. Okay, so we'll start out with this. Told a little story about this. I made 2 stops before I got to my 3rd stop. They were completely out. So I was like, everybody on that K-type. So I was like, all right, I'll eventually get one because believe it or not, I haven't been big on the whole Thor thing, but through the multiple prints of the initial issues, I'm actually putting together a run to read. So I went ahead and picked this up so I don't have to wait for the 4th, 5th, whatever print they come out with. But the 3rd stop, I roll up, and this guy is like fumbling books out of these boxes, trying to arrange the display. I'm like, it's like 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, dude, what's going on? He goes, well, our shipment got here late. They were supposed to do it last night. they didn't do it, so I got to put all the books up. And I'm like, okay. He's like, is there anything you're looking for? I'm like, do you have any Thors? He's like, oh yeah, dude, I got like 4 left. So I'm like, cool, I'm gonna pick one up. So that's how I was able to pick this guy up. Ironically enough, this is the last 1027 he had, which I actually like this cover.
Nice.
I, as much as a Batman fan I am going to have one of every cover, but I do like this one a lot. Just totally awesome. The back is even super cool, super trippy. I was talking to one of my shop managers, and he was like, to be honest, when they come out with all these covers, at least half of them are duds. He goes, most of these are pretty awesome, and I couldn't agree more. So I went ahead and picked one of those up.
What's up, Selwyn?
Yeah, what's up, Selwyn? Couple later prints. I got Deceased Planet #2. I believe this is the second print. Yeah, second print sketch cover. Loving this story.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I totally dug the original story. Love this one too. Love where it's going. I'm very hit and miss on this artist. I know a lot of people are, but a lot of people love her. This is Deceased Planet #1, 4th print. This is the Peach Momoko cover.
Momoko.
Poison Ivy. I actually like this cover. Between the Batman Adventures Continue #2 Harley Quinn that I have and this one, I dig the ones I have. So pretty happy to get those. I did also pick up Batman 99, but I also did pick up the variant.
Oh, nice.
So those of you that don't know, this is the variant cover with Clown Hunter on it. I was going to say something, but Steve said no spoilers.
Yes, please, no spoilers. I got enough spoilers about Thor 7 from this guy.
Excuse me. Yeah, no kidding in the chat. I was just like, wait,
dude,
what?
I haven't read it yet.
I haven't either. And then I saw a panel. I'm like, wait, what did I just see? No.
I know. Me too. It's fine.
I can't unsee it. I picked up a reader copy. Just so you know, if you are reading the Dark Knight's Death Metal series, as you all should be, Justice League is doing a 5-issue run of where this squad right here is going to rescue the Legion of Doom, and it's happening in the Justice League series. So the next 5 issues. Okay, I got my reader copy. I got my other copy, and then I have
dude, that variant is sick.
Yes, I have the sick variant, which is homage to Justice League America #1 against Starro.
I love that.
So loving that. These I picked up to be AOKs for the Burke Family 54 Comics Street Team because they have to hear me. They have to hear me ramble on about Batman and first appearances and who's coming in the stories and blah blah blah. But once again, no spoilers. But this, just so you know, this is Batman and the Signal #1, the first appearance of Duke Thomas as the Signal. I picked up 3 copies. So Panda, Carlito, and Steve all get their own copy of the first appearance of Duke Thomas as the Signal.
I'm going to have to order some shirts.
You really are.
And I'm going to have to just give them out to everyone and get out some more masks and hand them out to everyone. So
that's right.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
What's up, Johnny boy?
Speaking of Punch, I bought a lot from him. I am a huge Ultimate Spider-Man fan. I'm a believer in the universe, the story. I personally think it's some of Mark Bagley's best work. The consistency between him and Bendis was just insane for the long run on this story that they had. But these are a couple issues. These are like the filler issues between, 33, 35, and 39, where Venom is first appearing in the Ultimate Universe, and then he takes over Eddie Brock in the universe. So I picked these up.
It does look like we're on an auction.
It's because it's me, man. That's why. Panda says how much?
How much?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Pause. Sorry. I did not get the 1 in 25 Nightwing, but now I do. So.
Oh, so now you can join the team.
You guys, because trust me, the street team and Steve and people in our group chats and stuff rip on me for having plugs all the time. But that was actually one of them responding to my, "Oh crap, I didn't grab this. Do you still have one?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." And I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Wait, are you gonna get it at a good price? Because I got mine for ratio price, plus 10% off.
Dude, that's nice.
I know.
We'll put it this way: I got the Clown Hunter one for cover price, plus a 10% discount because I'm a subscriber.
The 1 of 25 Clown Hunter one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So let's put it that way.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good no matter what.
Yes. So found this. I just love this cover. Just it's featuring the whole gang. You know, you got Spider-Gwen on there, Spider-Ham. Got the other Peter Parker, got the robot. You got some other characters I don't even know. But one of my favorites of all time, because I am just that 90s kid, Spider-Man 2099. Gotta love that. So
Carlito says, I think Ultimate Spider-Man is underappreciated right now.
absolutely. Talk about a universe and storyline and animation style that super lends itself to at least an animated movie or TV show right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Digitally animated anyway. I found this in the wild. I saw that 2 second print is getting really hot. I know this is also first appearance, and you gotta love Miles hanging upside down. Shuri number 6, first print. Found this in the wild for cover price, so I was like, sure, why not? Got to get that going. I'm also a Ninjak fan, just in case you didn't know. I picked up some Bloodshot keys, which of course involves Ninjak. Sorry, I'm gonna put these in order.
Hell yeah, Carlito says, hell yeah, I love 2099.
Yes. Okay, so dollar bin finds are always fun. Do not be afraid to dive in the dollar bins. Just make sure you don't lose track of time. So, Bloodshot number 1. We have Bloodshot number 6. I got 2 copies. This is the first appearance of Ninjak pre-costume. We have Bloodshot number 7. This is first appearance of first appearance of Ninjak in costume. Then we have Bloodshot number 9. I thought so. This is the first appearance of Dr. Silk. And then a couple of those beautiful 90s chromium Ninjak number 1s. These are just the regular, not the gold. However, I do have a gold copy as well. So dude, add those nicely to the connection.
I like them.
Collection. Because Milestone's coming back. If you find anything Milestone in your dollar bins, pick them up. They are relaunching the Milestone line. So found Blood Syndicate in the dollar bin, in the poly bag still. Don't know if it should still be in the poly bag after that many years, but what can you do?
Yep.
Okay. So
Selwyn was on it too. Milestone is coming back with updated backstory of Icon and Static.
Somebody AOK'd him a Static number 1. I can't quite remember who it was though.
Nice.
Picked up a ASM 129 reprint.
Oh.
Because if you can't get the real one, get a reprint. So
and honestly, I just got lucky to get mine at the perfect time.
Picked up a decent, definitely not near mint, but a decent copy of Galactus the Origin number 1.
Nice.
Okay. Definitely a great read. Always like to pick that one up when I'm out in the wild. We have next one of my favorite characters growing up as a kid. We have first cameo appearance of Bishop and cover appearance, and then you have first full appearance, second cover appearance of Bishop. Always like to pick those up in the wild. And then just to pad the run, which this will make Steve and everyone else really happy that knows that I haven't always been on the Kate's bandwagon, but I picked up 2 more copies of Venom 23 just to make sure I have copies to read, but I am now officially the owner of the full Kate's Run first prints 1 through 27. So
are you really?
I am.
Dude.
Yeah, I have the full run. I have all the first prints of the full run. Of course, you know I have the 3 and the 4 third print. I have, some other late prints of other books. But yes, I do have at least the first print of every single issue now.
Dude, that's awesome.
I know. So got some plenty of reading to do. But figured if I'm going to read the whole thing, I'm going to get there. What's up, Compton's Comics? You know what I will say about Compton's Comics? What a supportive dude.
Dude, I know.
He is just the coolest dude ever. Great guy to chat with.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were chatting a little bit after the last auction. Totally the right mindset and philosophy for this community. Like, such a good dude.
I know, dude. He is
Such a good
freaking
dude.
awesome. And please make sure you check out his Instagram because anything on his page is for sale. He has Venom, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. I want it. I'm just going to pull it up right now. Everyone can see what he's got for sale. If you were
Technology.
Here we go.
We have the technology.
Yes. Make sure you check him out because he is awesome. He sent me an AOK. I bought some books from him at insane prices. Like insane. Okay, here's some books he's got for sale right now. He's got some Avengers, Conan. Is that the Ice Cream Man? Dude, that's a sick cover.
That really is cool.
Wow.
Very Joker-esque.
9/8 candidate, he says. More Ice Cream Man. Punisher, Hulk. Dude, that's a sick Venom cover, man.
Dude, I picked that one up in a dollar bin the other day.
Dude.
You have to have that one. It's the first appearance. I forget her name. It's the new Venom 29.
Oh,
but you know what? Don't feel bad about the crazy prices you get his books for. That very first book that I sold in your auction. Kids, this is why you do your research about your books before you put them up for sale. So I've had this Thor #1, Mighty Thor #1, forever. I picked it up in a lot that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. Sitting around, I was putting stuff together for the auction. I'm like, oh, dang, I totally forgot. Don't you love that moment? You go back through your collection. You're like, oh, crap, I forgot I had this.
Dude, just like I just pulled out that Shuri #1. It's like a $15 book now. I got that for free.
Exactly. So I knew it was a variant, but I didn't realize what it was. Turns out this was the Mighty Thor #1, 1 in 25. That a CGC 9/8 goes for like $325. So didn't realize that when I put it up. Just thought it was a Thor #1. You know, she's going to be in the movie soon, but because of COVID, it's kind of in the back of everyone's mind.
Sure.
So I put it up. I'm like, hey, $10. Compton's Comics picked that book up near mint for $10 on your auction.
Dude,
First round. So I was just like, I even messaged him after. I'm like, dude, you got a steal. Nice job. He's like, Yeppers, I'm glad I got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's the coolest dude, man. Coolest dude.
He really is. He bought my Superman Man of Steel 18 First Doomsday. It's like VF for $10. And since he sent me stuff before, I added just a couple other books. Nothing big or anything. But he got all that for $19 shipped, which is great, I think, at least. But yeah, make sure you check him out.
For sure.
I'll put a link to his Instagram in the chat. Is that all the books?
Well, do you see? Yeah, that's Steve's reacting to. Really? Is that really it? This is literally, I want to say, a fourth of what I'll pick up this week. Because I still have all the 1027 covers. I have like 3 other pull boxes that pull, those Batmans and stuff for me. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot more. I still have to go pick up my keys from down my shop that I filmed at that one time. I still have to go to another shop and another one. So yeah, I'll have about like 4 more of these stacks by the time the week's over.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Did you sell anything last night?
Did I sell anything?
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull this pile out over here.
Pile. So I guess he did sell some good stuff last night.
Let me make sure. Yeah.
Speaking of selling, Ryan is selling.
I sold this many books last night.
Holy cow, dude!
Yeah, all the lovely people that bought from me. But yeah.
Wow.
I sold all those books last night.
Wow.
So yeah, definitely.
Compton's Comics said he didn't catch it when he bought it either.
Oh, dude, it was a steal, man. I was impressed. Nice. I was like, dang, I should have looked that up, but no. Mighty Thor #1, 1 in 25. Definitely going to be worth something when that first trailer hits and Jane picks up that hammer. Game over. That book's shooting up big time. It's already 9/8 over $300.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to say my shop, Ryan's got the Venom 7 Crane trade dress for like $200 in the case. And that's first Dylan Brock.
Right.
And I mean, obviously Clayton Crane. That would have been cool if there was a signature on it already. And then you can send it to CBCS and then books.
Exactly.
Oh well, I'm thinking about buying it, but at the same time, I already have one. It's actually at. He sent me stickers. Can you see that?
There are stickers? Dude, I need a sticker.
Well, I mean,
You know what we need to do? We need to plan where I come up once a month and we just hang out at the shop with Ryan for a bit.
we do.
And then we just chill. That's what we need to do. What is that? Is that business cards?
Business card for comic book underscore.
Dude, let's go.
That's what he sends me since he's my sponsor. No big deal. But
No big deal.
I will say this: next month, I'm going to do a giveaway for some pressing.
Oh, there you go.
From comic book underscore pressing.
Some coupons.
Some coupons. So yeah, we'll be doing that next month.
That's awesome.
The Turtles book you sent me, I didn't have, and I love it, dude. Awesome, Jenica #1. Cool. Nice.
There you go. Yeah,
dude. Okay, so here's how awesome Ryan is. Okay, so they are open 11 to 2 every Wednesday, and then like 5 to 8 as well.
Okay.
Because you got to go home and take care of some stuff at home and whatnot. And no one's really there between 2 and 5, anyways. Everyone comes during their lunch break, comes after dinner.
Exactly.
I get off work at 3:00. He's closed. But I texted him yesterday. I'm like, dude, the only times I can come is mid-morning or after 3. He goes, okay, well, after 3 is better because then I have it all out. I'm like, okay, is it fine since you're closed? He goes, yeah, I'll just lock up and just tell me when you're here and I'll unlock it just for you. And that's exactly what he did. He met me at the door, kept the open sign off, let me in, look around. He had it all out, let me go in the back room, grab what I needed, talk to me. I texted him asking what the price was of this book. He never told me until I got there. He's like, oh yeah, you wanted that Nightwing. He brought it out and he's like, I'll do 25. I'm like, sold. That's a great price, ratio price. He's like, yeah, they're not going for anything too crazy. So
yeah,
that's awesome. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't want to touch it because I messed it up before.
Yeah, Steve, just don't touch it.
The Power Rangers.
There it is.
Wrong way.
Bottom left of the shot. Yeah, there we go.
There. Poster that I bought, signed by Clayton Crane. It got messed up. I put it on my desk because I didn't want it to get messed up. So I put it on my desk and something blew it off. I hit the tripod, had a puncture in it. And I really wanted to hang it on my wall because it's Power Rangers TMNT, Clayton Crane signed. And I was like, man, every time I'm going to look at that, all I'm going to see is just that little defect there. I told him about it, and he goes, dude, I have another one because he signed a whole bunch for the shop. Why don't we just switch it out? He's like, I'm just going to put it on the wall, and it's going to get damaged anyways. I don't care. So he let me switch it out for free. And
that's so awesome.
Freaking awesome. And I ordered a frame for it, so it should be here tomorrow, and I can put it up on the wall.
Oh, nice.
I'll probably replace the Freddie E. Williams art right there with that and move that to the other wall. Because that's a cool one, too. He signed it to me, but it's not as cool as the Clayton Crane one. That's for sure.
All I'm going to say is I love the picture you chose for your trailer reaction video today.
The Power Rangers one?
Yes.
No one is watching that video. I decided to do it just to see if
no one watched it. I mean, it's not really comic book related.
I figured it'd be a roll because everyone was talking about it, and Panda sent me the link to it. I'm like, I've never done a reaction video, so I did the full reaction. Watched it.
It was good. I thought it was a good one.
And 40 views.
Hey, that's okay. That's all right.
I figured I'd try it. I'm not Perry, you know what I mean? But figured I'd try it.
You got to be. People want consistency, right?
Sure.
So once you prove consistent with the reaction videos, they'll be like, okay, let's see what Steve thinks about this.
I did. And you know what? I will say this. So we do talk comic book movies and shows all the time. And we're going to be talking The Boys sometime. But trailer reaction video is not really in the wheelhouse of this channel. It's mostly just comic books. So I feel that's probably why. My subscribers are like, I don't give a crap about that. But I figured I'd try it. So Panda sent his UF4 to crack and press. So yeah, my presser actually cracks CGC cases for free and then presses them same price. So if you want something,
which is awesome.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they will charge for that. So if you want something cracked and pressed, hit them up.
Oh, look what this is, the other slab that I'm sending into him to
dude, let's see it.
Crack and press.
Oh, yes.
So I found about it only has a tiny smidgen color breaking tick, super small. But there are 3 other ticks on the spine that are totally pressable.
Dude, if you get that pressed out, man.
So I'm like,
yeah.
Shout out to HGM Law Comics. I bought it from him. He did not get it pressed before he slabbed it, because this is not an easy book to get a 9/8 in by any means. So I'm gonna crack it, send it in. Fingers crossed. But I was so excited to finally get my hands on one of these. I wanted this book forever.
Dude,
forever.
Awesome.
So I'm so happy to have that book now. And it's super funny. Like, I've had people ask me that only know a little bit about comics, and even my girlfriend who's still getting educated, like who's it a first appearance of? Like, is it a key issue? Like, what is it? And I'm like, it's one of the most iconic covers ever. Classic jock cover.
It's like, I would put that Joker cover up there with among some of the best Joker covers ever.
Yes.
And the fact that it's a modern book from like 9 years ago, and it's still holding value.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
And what's but you look at some of those books from 70s and 80s. Sometimes it literally just says iconic Neil Adams cover. Like, it's not necessarily a key issue. It's not necessarily something crazy. It's that much of an impact as a cover. And that's what I told her. I'm like, the cover is just iconic. Like, it's just insane. It's all over posters and merchandise now. I mean, it's just incredible. And I was just happy to get my hands on one.
Dude. Yeah. Think about comics as you forget the boys. It's all about Raised by Wolves, HBO Max. I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
But I will say this. I'm excited about DC coming to HBO and all the things that they can do with Green Lantern and
they need to figure out their streaming things, because at one time it was HBO Go, HBO Now, and HBO Max were all things at the same time, and I was like,
they need to just have one.
I was like, I don't know why this is a thing. And then you could get subscription services through other streaming services to get HBO, and I'm just like, this is complicated.
See, I don't have HBO, but I would watch it. So if I get that when DC comes, I'll go back and I'll watch that if it's still on there, which I'm assuming it will be.
For sure.
I think Game of Thrones, every season is still on there too. So
I will say this: if you're one of those old people that still has cable, and you have HBO through your cable provider, you do get HBO Max for free.
Oh, dude, nice.
So you do get that.
I have DirecTV. Yes, I am not Perry. Sorry, I had to go back. I had to go back and highlight that. Reaction to the Mandalorian trailer, and I am not Perry, and you can tell that from the video.
Well, you tried a couple things. You tried the couples blind taste test thing.
I've tried.
You tried the trailer reaction thing.
I try things, and I will say this: as someone who has built his channel from my very first video, there's 8 subscribers to 1,420.
There you go.
The best videos that you can do, for my channel, are live videos where everyone's just hanging out, talking comics, reviewing them, and speculation videos. I make one of those every single month. I should probably make more than that, because every single one gets 1,000 views minimum. So, dude, those are the top 2 types of videos.
Specking is always a good time.
What's that?
I said specking is always a good time.
Right? So I think maybe next month Mike V will come on and we'll do a tag team similar to Comic Tom and Gem Mint.
Dude, we could totally do that.
We could totally do that.
Totally do it. Now, can I just call you out for your bogus prediction that Clown Hunter was going to be Alfred? Can I just call you out on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just going to say this. It was like 3 weeks of the comic chat Steve's like, bro, I bet you Clown Hunter is Alfred. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. How does it even happen? And he's like, well, how do you think Alfred's going to come back? They can't just keep him dead. Like, Alfred's got to be there. And I'm like, dude, there's no way Clown Hunter can be Alfred. But Steve's as stubborn as a mule, so there's no talking sense to him sometimes, but that's okay.
That is true.
That's why it's fun. It's fun to.
I think we just all wanted it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we did too. I mean, if it would have happened, I wouldn't have thrown a fit. But like I said, it's dude. After reading 97, that was wow for the heartstrings. So
speaking of Alfred, I mean, I remembered I had this in my collection the day before, so I mean, I just had to get it signed. I already showed it off, but I just had to do it again.
Do it again.
Clayton
yes.
Crane, Batman 77, Death of Alfred, signed by Clayton Crane.
Dude, you got to show those off.
Dude, you have to. You have to show those off.
What's super funny, we were auctioning last night, and I put up a lot of, I think it was Venom 26, whatever the virus on the glider cover is. Is that second print?
Second print.
Yeah. So Venom 26 second print, Venom 27, the Stegman variant, and the Funko Pop variant, and that, was it 21 that Clayton Crane did?
Yes, that was the one you bought from Ryan there too.
Yeah. So it was a 4-book lot, and it was that one signed by Clayton Crane.
And that
so like,
Funko is money.
Yeah. So, well, I put it up, and I was just like, let's start this off at like $25. So then I started out at that. Literally 9 people bid right off the bat, and Blitz was just like, dude, what the heck? Like 9 people came in immediately with a $25 bid. Like, it was nuts. It was stupid nuts.
What did you sell that lot for?
Oh, I honestly don't remember. Less than it would go for if I did it individually, but I don't do it for that.
Sure.
But no, what's really funny is I like to call that Funko Pop the 1 in 6 variant, because you have to buy 6 of those Funko Pop figures to get one of those books. So that's why a lot of shops didn't get one, because they don't buy Funkos, or at least that many of a certain character. But yeah, if you bought 6 of those Funko Pop characters, you got one of those comic books.
That's crazy. I have a 9.6 Walking Dead 1 signed by Tony Moore. It has never been. Okay, so he had a question up here, and I'm going to address this question. I'm like super knowledgeable about this, but I feel like
Steve, you're the expert of everything.
I feel like I know the answer. Okay, so how can it be possible to crack a signature series CGC slab and get it pressed and still remain a signature series when regraded? So what you would have to do is you'd have to send it in to CGC. Mm-hmm. And you'd have to click on press, and I want to say it's like press and regrade. I can look it up, but you'd have to pay for the pressing and the regrading on it, and they
but the gist of it is it would all have to be done exclusively through CGC, and their contracted presser was a CCS or whatever.
CCS. So basically, you're looking at minimum $50.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shipping it there, everything they need to do to it, and shipping it back. Minimum $50.
Yeah, it's just like for me, it's easier with CBCS, but because I got my Teen Titans #2 signed by George Perez through them, it'll still be listed as a witness signature because I sent it back for them to crack and press, because they were supposed to press it in the first place, but they didn't. But because I sent it straight back to them and press, it'll still be a witness signature. So yeah, as long as you send it back to the company that originally graded it, you can still get the gold label.
Yep. I'm going to see. One of my submissions is still being received. It's been received for just a little bit here. I'm going to go to the submission form here, and I'm going to
educate him, Steve.
I'm going to try to educate the audience here.
Steve, they call Comic Tom the Steve Berkland of comic books. You do know that, right?
Pretty much. I'm the industry leader here. Okay. All right. Okay. So when you go to CGC, there is an online order form. Now you have to be a member to do it. Super easy. First thing you do. What type of submission? Comic. Okay. So what are you going to do to it? You're mailing it into headquarters. Okay. What do you want to do to it? Do you want a quick press? And then you have to click grading. That is what it would do. Okay. And so let's say it's he said it's a Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1.
Yep.
Oh, who's the person? It's Image, isn't it? Image Skybound?
Image Skybound, yeah.
Or is it Image Comics?
I think back then it was Image because I don't think Kirkman had Skybound then.
Oh, I don't know when it came out.
I'm assuming the first one.
Okay, hold on. Now I need to look it up, darn it. I don't want to mess. I want to make sure that people know exactly like how much it would cost.
Oh, your username is Wildcats54.
You can see that. Dang it! Dang it! But yes, well, of course it is.
Oh man.
How much are The Walking Dead?
Is Punch talking about last night?
I don't know. I'm not looking. Gosh darn it!
That's how cool Steve is, guys. He doesn't even look at his chat anymore.
Nope, I don't.
He's just that cool.
Walking Dead. Okay. It is. I think it's Image and Skybound.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, and here's the thing. I think by the time he wrote, no, that's not right. He wasn't a partner when he wrote The Walking Dead, was he?
Okay, here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, let's see what it says. Image Comics 1003. And it is.
Yeah, 1003 was the first date listed. Yeah, Compton's Comics. I'm pretty sure he's right. I think they do charge based on the value of the comic.
They do. They do. So
that's why he said he charged them $90 last time. I think is what he said. Oh, they charged him $90 to grade the first time. So,
what's honestly, the declared value? Probably 3,000.
Say it again. Oh, declared value. Let me look.
Okay, so you can't do a quick press on that. So let me go back.
Excuse me.
So you'd have to do grading and pressing. Okay. 3,000. Okay, next. 90. And then it would be 90 plus 85 plus shipping.
Right.
You're looking at $200 minimum with shipping to do that.
I mean, but in the perspective of, how much that book's worth.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what if it's a $3,000 book and 200. I mean, that's.
Let's say last one sold on eBay
7%,
912, CGC 98, first print for $2,500. So.
Since when is this?
Oh.
That is the first I've heard of that.
You heard it here first, folks.
No, I need to find out from people. Is this true? I feel like I need to know.
Which is weird because Dustin was on our auction last night.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He's not. There's nothing on there. I mean, no one said anything. That's got to be a joke. So.
Okay, the last sold CGC 96 of Walking Dead one was $1,113. So you're looking at more than doubling the value for $200 if you're wanting to regrade it. So it's worth the investment, in my opinion, and it's signed. Those are for not signed books.
Yes, I've heard mixed reviews on CGC's pressing company. I've never used them. I've only used My Presser, who's a sponsor.
I'll say this: I know some third-party companies that are contracted through CGC and CBCS, according to them, they trust private pressers more than the contracted pressers at those companies.
Okay, so here's why I agree with that. Here's definitely why I agree with that. So let's say, for instance, you use Eric, my comic book underscore pressing guy.
Yeah.
You send him money. He wants to make sure he gives you does a good job for you, so you continue to use him. Versus
Exactly.
US, who the dude clocks in at the beginning of the day, presses whatever books, clocks out at the end of the day. He doesn't give a crap.
And I agree with that too for the same reasons, because if you're working and you know, all those people, they contract out, blah blah blah. Like, if you're telling me that CGC and CBCS don't know what their contracted pressers are doing in terms of quota and all that stuff, like, come on. So to me, if you're hiring a company, and that's the other thing, how in depth is their hiring process? How qualified are these people that are coming in to grade books and press them and all that? So how qualified are they to do pressing? I'm sorry, I've never heard of a pressing school. Every quality presser that I've ever talked to said that they started by buying a presser, learning to use it, and practicing on dollar books before they work their way up to key books. So until they open up a CGC or CBCS pressing school taught by qualified instructors, I don't know if I can sit there and honestly say that they're superior to my pressing people. You know.
That's a great question. Who do you recommend to press besides sending to CGC? Seems hard to trust anyone. Well, I'm glad you asked because my channel is sponsored by comic book underscore pressing on Instagram. He presses all tiers and grades and all of that of books. He does a great job. He's the only presser I've ever used. His name is Eric. Super understanding. He does a great job. Presses for as little as $10. And if you use my promo code BURK54, you get free shipping back to you. And also sometimes he runs flash sales, which Mike V took advantage of, where it was $7.50 per book, and then he got a couple of free books too. So check him out, comic book underscore pressing on Instagram. He is my favorite presser. He's the only person I've ever used, only person I will use, and a sponsor of this channel. Make sure you check him out. Link to his Instagram is in the description of this video. Again, use BURK54 promo code when you message him.
And talk about trusting people. I remember there's a 8.0 TMNT number 4. I'm going to have him crack and press for me. And I was like, hey, you know, what's your experience with TMNT books, the older ones, especially because they were made with that super cheap, really flimsy paper. I was like, do you have any experience with those? And he sent me a post that he did where he pressed a TMNT number 1 first print for someone and literally said, I dabble.
I dabble. I remember. Okay.
So if you want to know if this guy's legit, he's pretty legit.
So to answer your question, why does in your last example CGC charges $80 to press? So that was for a $3,000 book that Eric Compton's Comics was asking because he has a Walking Dead number 1 that's a 9.6 that he would like to press up to 9.8, and it's signed. Now, if it was a blue label, just crack that thing and send it to CGC after. You know what I mean? But since it's yellow label, only CGC, if it's a yellow label CGC slab, only CGC can crack it, press it, and regrade it. And since it's a high value book, that is why they charged $80 to answer your question. Flashpoint Comics, hello.
Oh yeah, a bunch. It's not even signed. Oh man, we got some funny inside jokes on auctions, man. We're like Blitz was doing this thing, and like he said it like 3 times. Like, it's not even signed. It's not. He just kept saying it. So like at random points in the auction, I would just be like, and it's not even signed. So it just became this like random thing we just say during the auction.
Gotcha.
One of those you had to be there things, man. One of those.
There's an online company that offers grading, training, and certification. I'm taking it because I can tell 0.5 to 2.5. I think a lot of us can, just being in the hobby for several years. I feel like we all can get within a 1.0 of lower grade books, and I feel like we're all pretty close, like 0.2 away on the higher grade 9.0 plus. So
right, but everything in between
really
is so subjective,
and it is very subjective because I have a 9.2 book that me and Carlito both were sure it was a 9.8, and it came back a 9.2. So, I mean, I think I want to say Carolina Chris 2.6. He sent in a God Country #1 to be signed by Donnie Cates. It was already a 9.8. They cracked it so he could sign it, and they regraded it. It went from a 9.8 to a 9.2. Exact same book. They did nothing to it except for
what?
So,
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. And he videotaped himself calling CGC after, and the lady was super nice. But man, he was.
You mean this book?
Yeah, but signed and went from a 9.8 blue label to a 9.2 yellow label.
That is absolutely insane.
Bananas, dude. Yes, crazy.
I've heard stories of CGC damaging people's books and then putting them in a slab. I've seen the before and after pictures. That's why you got to take pictures, guys.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You got to use @comic_pressing as your dude. Showed it many times. Show it one last time here. It's in the description of the video. @comic_pressing. Make sure to hit him up. Same as Eric. He does a great job. Use my promo code Burke54. And what's really cool about him, like compared to most pressers, is that when he works on your book, he will send you a picture before and after.
Multiple. Every spot that he does.
4 to 5 photos every time. There's always more creases in there that you did not see that he sees under a certain light, and he will show you the difference. So make sure you hit him up. The link to his IG is in the description of the video. Dude, you know what? I think it helped a lot of people, honestly. I think a lot of people had questions similar to that, and I was able to pull up my CGC account. So I probably should have blanked that part out, the name of it, but whatever.
We love to drop knowledge. That's what we do.
We drop knowledge.
We know by experience. Let's put it that way.
We do. We know by
experience.
Well, I did have to school Mike V a little bit on why he should get his own CGC account versus submitting through me. If he's going to do it, if he's going to submit so many, no point in submitting through someone else. Do it yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've heard numerous nightmare stories like CGC. I bought plenty of CGC. Only ever sent books to CBCS. I've never sent books to CBCS myself, but I have a CBCS. I know you have is a dealer, so I'm probably going to send some books off pretty soon that have been signed already to be verified. Since now they went from a red label to all yellow label. So
my knowledge that I love to drop about that is a lot of people don't really know the backstory between CGC and CBCS. So the guy that essentially helped start CGC in the year 2000, after they were the industry standard for the longest time, he decided to branch out and leave the company, and he went to Beckett. Well, if you remember, Beckett does sports memorabilia, sports cards. Yeah. They do the encapsulating of little sports cards and verifying signatures of Babe Ruth from 100 years ago and all that stuff. Well, he utilized their ability to do that to then open a comic book branch of the Beckett company, which is now CBCS, which is why they're able to verify signatures because they have handwriting experts employed there that have been using techniques for literally decades to where they can verify your old signed stuff that CGC used to just smack a green label on. So
I will say this, that I feel like since there's – no, I'm not saying I've been collecting forever because I have not, only about 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
I will say just in the last 4 to 5 years, CBCS and CGC keep upping their game because the other company has upped their game. First, CBCS came out with their new slab, which at the time was superior to CGC's. And then CGC came out with their new slab, and it's really good. And then CBCS just recently came out with their new slab again. And it also came out with, again, changing from the red label to all yellow labels. And I feel like that changes the game for people. And I don't know if you've held, we have, but I don't know if other people have held the new CBCS slabs. They are 10 times sturdier than the previous one.
Oh, I wish that I still had that. I just sent that Teen Titans 2 back. I wish I still had it to show people.
There's a huge difference.
Oh my gosh, it honestly felt like a worn out Lego set when you're holding the cases. Like things would shift, and you're just like, I'm just gonna put this on my stand and not touch it again.
And at one point, that was the better of the two slabs. You know what I mean?
So bad. Yeah, I know.
Crazy,
but
right?
they were bulky and blocky, and they just, I don't know. But no, they were a lot flimsier for sure. But no, these new ones are nice. They're really nice.
We've been hanging out for an hour. I think we're about to end the show because my wife would only be on for 30 minutes, and it's been an hour.
That's right. And we both have school tomorrow.
We both have school tomorrow. We do. I actually went in person today because, I live an hour away from my work, but my work is in the same city as a comic book shop, so I conveniently went to work to teach online from work so I could go to the comic book shop after.
Dude, with the whole gating thing, like, I think by November we'll be there too.
What do you mean?
Like, so gating is like the attendance requirements. Like, we have to meet a certain percentage of attendance, otherwise we have to switch to like hybrid or whatever. Because we're all in person right now.
Right.
But yeah, if we dip below, I think it's like 92%, which normally happens every year in the winter because of flu season. I think we're heading to at least hybrid. So I think I'll be with you here shortly.
I think we're going to hybrid very, very, very soon because last week I went in there and it just looked like nothing had changed. And then today when I went in there was tape in the middle of the hallways because they want everyone walking on the right side. There was like border things on top of desks for kids to keep them.
Oh yeah, little plexiglass thing.
They were like plastic. It wasn't plexiglass, and it like folded up.
Okay.
It was weird. So yeah, I think we're going to regular school very soon.
Okay. Before we get going on that, let's
yeah, let's get out of here before we talk anymore.
That's right.
Coming on and showing off your
always a pleasure to come, man. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Showing off your mega haul. If you want to see our hauls, hit that rewind, watch it back. I'll just show one book that I got. It's a 1 of 25 for Batman 99.
Yes.
I read it, so please do not say anything in the chat. Mike tried to tell me stuff before we went on, and I said, shh, shh.
I read it right before I came on, too, because I needed to catch up. I had to read 98, and I'm like, whoa, since I have this lying around right here, so I went 98 and 99, and oh, man.
I kind of like waiting to read. You know what I mean?
It sucks so much.
I kind of like it sometimes because then, like, you can read 2 to 3 in a row. And
yeah. But no, just JT4 is so good at cliffhangers, man. It makes me angry.
James Tynan the fourth. Wow, you went JT the fourth. Is that what you said?
I call him JT4. It's just easier because people have said Tinian, Tinyan, Tinyon. Like, dude,
it's Tynan, and I will show you why it is Tynan because I follow him on Twitter.
So I just call him JT4 because it makes life easier for me.
And I will show you guys why it is James Tynan. So because everyone says Tinyan.
Yeah.
Here,
just call him James Onion.
Tynan.
Tynan. There you go.
Pronounced Tynan.
And it's got the blue check mark, so you know it's him.
Dude, yeah, it's legit. I wish someday that I have a blue check mark, but no big deal.
I know. Verified. I am Steve Birkland. This has been verified.
I have all those God Country books, Mike. Dude, awesome. That is an amazing.
Dude, that's so. What's really funny is this isn't mine anymore. My really good buddy, he's a pastor, and I put it up for auction, and he bid that thing up all the way. I want to say it was like $85 to get that book because he wanted it bad. He just felt a calling to it, and then Steve was so nice. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Steve was so kind to bring this to not our last visit, but our second to last one. I read this in one sitting, guys. That's how insanely good this story is.
So good.
I sat on my porch and read it from cover to cover. Didn't let anything interrupt. Amazing story. And not to spoil anything, but there's an Easter egg in the latest Thor issue related to this story. So, not to spoil anything.
Kind of like there was an Easter egg for the Justice League in issue 1 and 2.
Right, exactly.
Someone said, Steve Bradley said, if you pay money to get your book slabbed in CGC, that's the best way you will get less return on investment. So Okay, I said true because it is true. It has been known for the fact that CGC slabs sell for more than CBCS because people prefer
Right.
CGC. And I totally agree with that 100%. But if you have books that you were there to get signed and you don't care, you just want that yellow label because it looks good and you want it encapsulated to keep it safe, and you don't really plan on selling it, CBCS.
Yeah, and a lot of collectors, in my experience, have moved from resale CGC, PC, CBCS.
And my buddy D-Rock
That's their philosophy. So
my buddy D-Rock Comics, which I'm actually going to drop a link to his video from yesterday. He unboxed like 15.
Oh, he had a big box.
CBCS slabs, and then he compared the previous slab to the new one, and it's a really great video. Make sure you check it out.
I'll have to check that one out.
So let's see here. Yeah, but if you don't care about return on investment or don't sell CBCS, Gator Guards are the way to go. So you were talking about Gator Guards when we met up the other day. So that's I'd heard of them, but I didn't really know what you were talking about until I looked it up. So thank you. Appreciate that. We're about to get out of here, Jaguar. We'll hang out for about an hour. I appreciate Mike V for coming on again, showing off his haul, and we'll be doing more stuff in the future. He's part of the Burke fam.
That's right.
Hashtag Burke fam.
So the Burke Family 54 Comic Street Team coming to a con near you.
Yeah. So is Carlito. Dude, I can't say anything. I've never used PGX. I've only heard bad things, but We Love Comics on YouTube uses them, and he says good things. So who knows? I don't want to say anything negative because I've never used them. So why say something negative if I don't know? So
as Chris from Comic Tro says, your mileage may vary. Everyone's going to have their own opinion, and that's fine. That's the way it is. Everything's subjective.
100%. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Mike V, for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.